$5,000. But these are like the top shows of the entire region.
Okay.
The number one shows.
The best
and,
locations.
Top of the game. So these other and on top of that, they're running about half of what they used to. So, what I did was I looked at what the shows did, back in the day when I was doing them, and I cut that figure in half, and that's pretty much what they're going to gross.
Right.
So, I just went through the numbers. I mean, I haven't actually gone through the numbers, but from what I'm putting this out there because I don't want there to be, false expectations or something. Because I remember talking to you, and I'm like, saying that you would be doing about $3 to $4 grand, hopefully about that month, and you were like, great, that's fine.
Right. I guess in our heads we thought that was one show in some general sense, but we're not really like stuck on that, so to speak. This is about more than just a
what I can gather, especially
specific amount of money.
I know it's a lot of freaking work for not that much money. When it's interspersed with some of the good shows, you're like, well, alright, it's like survival at least, but, I'm gonna stake my career on it. So, anyway, I guess my point is, the show should be doing, I'm not gonna have you do a show that is gonna be, if there should be any shows where you're making anything less than $1 grand, that they should be pretty much like between, $1,000 to $1,500 for a show. I mean, more than that, but that's what I felt comfortable saying you shouldn't have any problem doing that. Maybe because there's two of you.
It could double it. Oh, okay. Yeah, cut me some slack here. Jesus. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to institute some. We're gonna have to I've made weird stuff happen. Like we put on a show once at a loft, like a club that we built where we lived. We turned into a club, and we made very first show. We made $1,500 cash. Literally took us, an hour to clean up, an hour to set up, and an hour to, to clean up again. I'm just thinking, improvising in a sense of my mind, but saying I'd like. Right. So there's no runoff, so to speak. I mean, like,
So, for example, I was thinking of how they did that, apartment buildings or office buildings, that have a lot of traffic.
right.
Setting up in the lobbies, or just, people are coming in and out of there all day. You're definitely going to sell there, but there's no way to secure it.
Hmm.
And they don't,
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Now,
By the way, I'm talking in on shows because.
Because you're a dramatic and a mysterious character from another radio show somewhere. I'm just kidding. Jade was like, he's got a neat voice. I'm like, yeah, he's got that sort of special. Thanks for tuning in to radio. See what I was about to say is that it's so easy to take a really good digital photograph, right? And of every piece of art that's already there, which there must already be digital photographs of every piece of art that's in the show, and put them on the web, on a site, or put them on a Costco page, and suddenly up, everything 15-20%, just like suddenly starts, going, because people will buy stuff off the internet. I mean, it just happens. I'd be blown away if it didn't raise the overall sales of all the work.
Well, that's very, very important point, very interesting point, and something that I've actually, thought about, because there is actually a website. There is a website, and there is not a day that goes by that somebody doesn't say, they have like a website or anything like that.
Yeah.
People can tell you about this kind of sales.
Yeah.
You have to create a sense of urgency, otherwise there is not the motivation to buy. Will they buy at some point? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, sure.
As long as you're concerned about website, you don't have to do it.
Right, it can make a laziness.
It's a 10-day show. It comes once every year.
Right.
2 years. It's a big deal.
Right. I dig that entirely, and I understand that on the floor, that's the entire attitude. Like, it has to be the entire attitude, because it has to be different than the 10 feet away where they're selling light bulbs. I mean, it's just like...
Now, if you want to start a website that's,
I mean, like, if we could get gymnasts and midgets to come in there, so anything. I mean, like, sorry. Yeah, I could help get a website made really easily, but I'm saying a website, I was thinking like a web thing, so that people, because you're saying people don't really come back in general. In general, it's different people every day. I mean, of the people who are actual buyers, is it like 90% at that 1 second moment, and 10% some people come back, or 0% people come back? Like,
when you say come back, you mean like the following year?
No, the next day, like, or in a couple days, like.
Oh, no, they come back.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure about the sort of the battery thing. The battery's gone. Yeah, check out. Right back. On the right. On the left. Record. Far left. Stick it on the corner. No, next to it. Oh, right there. That one's good. Okay.
People don't know how to select it. They don't know what to do. They don't even know what they like. I mean, one of the things that I tell people is, one of the things that's great about a show like this, if you go to a gallery, maybe 2-3 artists, artists, something like that. There's 140 artists in the show.
Right.
It's huge.
And they have more than one. They have more than one piece, generally.
Some of them do.
Okay. Okay.
And some of the historical pieces, like, I have, like, several that these would be the Belgian painter, the Dutch, what was his name, like Karl Friedrich Gegard.
Right. Like a plein air.
Or like Bierstadt, or a lot of historical people there. Because the books, the paintings are from artists that are alive.
Right.
There's a certain number of pieces that we get from Museum of the Art outside of New York that are one licensed entity that handles, like officially handles Van Gogh. The thing that's nice about that is in the original sizes, I mean, they are exact replicas of the original pieces. They're great.
Rad.
You were framed in like a frame that's like how it's showing it, whether it be,
Is it? Cool.
So that's part of what sells the whole thing. But anyway,
I can reference with people that I worked at this place, the Renaissance thing in Chicago with the the plate. They use all the original plates of. I just saw him in some movie represented. We talked about him before, the printer, not. Yeah, a French printer, starts with an S. But it's a short guy, Art Nouveau. Seurat, not Seurat, but well, I was mentioning a couple months ago. I was mentioning that I had worked partly for this place, the Renaissance Society in Chicago, that printed. Wow, I can't remember his name. Like Sartre. I had all these other French S. No, yeah, from Art Nouveau, from like the turn of the century.
I don't remember what you were talking about. Toulouse-Lautrec?
Yeah, Lautrec. Yeah, Toulouse-Lautrec.
Oh, okay, alright.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's really funny because I have a friend of mine who called me and was trying to sell. He had two Lautrec posters.